and we're two friends who love to talk about books. And today we are having a very special episode about Bridgerton Season 3, Part 2, with a very special guest from Bookish and Bubbly podcast. So please welcome Hope and Brooke.
Welcome, Brooke and Hope from the Bookish and Bubbly podcast. Happy to be here. Happy. Okay, so we're here today to talk about Bridgerton.
Part 2?
Part 2. Bridgerton Season 3. Part 2.
You gotta be specific.
Very important. First of all, could we start off, Carrie? I'm going to take your idea. What did y'all think about Part 1?
Well, we liked it.
Yes.
We listened to your episode.
Okay.
Wait, did we not like it?
No, we liked it.
Oh, okay. I was like,
because you guys were talking about you liked Cressida, and I was like, no! I'm like, she was really redeemed. And I said, no, she's not. She's horrible.
well, now we got to Part 2. We know that.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, when we were watching, we were like, wonder what they think now.
Yes, that was, looking back, probably not the best.
It's okay.
No. You know,
win some, you lose some.
People.
Yeah.
You're seeing the best in people. And I was just like, she's a snake.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, the first part, we both enjoyed a lot more, I would say.
I think it was exciting because it had been so long since there was a new season.
Yes.
So it's like you were back in their world and like seeing everything.
Yes.
And so that was really exciting.
And Colin and Penelope's book was one of our favorites of the series. So we were really excited to see that happen. And
now, this point, y'all have read the whole series?
We did. It took us about 6 months, but we did do that.
Okay. I think so. I've only read up to Eloise's story, so book number 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Keep
Carrie?
going.
I think I ended with Penelope and Collins.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of reading. Francesca's was both of our favorite stories.
Yeah.
So
that's what everybody says, which is why everybody's like all in a hullabaloo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So, and they were all very similar. Mm-hmm. Well, just like the vibes were similar, but I was glad we read them all.
Yeah. I think it was exciting too to watch it come alive, knowing that we had read the book.
Yes.
And knew what was going to happen.
Yes.
In the season.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
Well, yeah, because I had watched the first 2 seasons and I hadn't read any of the books, so this was the first one that I've seen that I've also read that I saw. Yeah.
Okay.
The first time.
So what am I saying?
So you watched the series and then you read the book. So what did you think about the books after watching seasons 1 and season 2? So what did you think about Daphne and Anthony?
The train is coming. Is this going to be an issue?
I love that.
I was waiting for that.
I literally just had a flashback. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm fangirling a little bit. Hold on, the train.
So you watched season 1 and season 2 before reading the book. So did you like the books after watching them?
I liked the shows a lot better, personally. There were definitely aspects of the books that I enjoyed more than the show and vice versa. But I just thought, just the way they did the music and the visuals and it was just such a pretty show. Mm-hmm. So I think normally I'm always like a book person, like the book is always better. But to me, I think they just do some stuff better in the show. There's another horn.
Yeah, so that goes for season 1 and season 2. We definitely liked the show.
What did you guys think of the show versus the books?
Becca, go first.
Okay, so I liked season 1 better than the book. So I like Daphne's, like the TV show, much better than reading the book.
Yeah.
Anthony and Kate's story is probably my favorite that I've read out of the Bridgerton books so far. So I've only read up to book 5. And so like, because it was so special to me, but it just like spoke to me in a lot of different ways because of like how I identified with the characters. So I did like the book better, but I thought they did a really good job and like still kept the like integrity of the book and their story, which was good.
Compared to season
comparatively.
We won't start the hate yet.
Nope, not yet.
I'm sorry. Literally, we were talking about like recording tonight, and I was like, oh my gosh, we gotta get some hate out real quick because I don't want to be so hateful.
We had a vent session.
Yes.
We did the Idea of You, the book and movie episode, and we just honestly crapped on the book the whole time. Like,
oh no,
we were not, and then afterwards we were starting to say nice things about it, and we were like, we probably should have said that on air. We just kept going, and I was like, this is negative. But
sometimes it just doesn't hit you well, you know?
Yeah.
So
and you're allowed to have that, right? Like everybody's allowed to appreciate the art that they appreciate.
Wow. So true about that.
Well done. Well said.
Thank you.
Yeah. Carrie, what did you think of the show versus the books?
So I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like Daphne's show or book.
Oh yeah, I heard you saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I hate that whole story. But I loved Anthony and Kate's. I love the show. I love the book. I kind of view them as separate things, but I love their tension is just
unmatched.
And I loved seeing them again in season 3.
I want a spin-off show with those two. I wanted a spin-off show of like their honeymoon. I don't care. Literally just like they're perfect. I love them.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
They're so cute.
I know.
Yeah. I hope they like bring them back in season 4.
I feel like they will. They were pretty, because the actress that plays Daphne and then Simon. Daphne was in season 2 a little bit. She wasn't there. She's no longer going to be in the show, right? I'm pretty sure she said that. And then the guy who plays Simon, Kyle, the guy, what's his name? Jonathan Bailey, who plays Anthony. He's in The Wizard of Oz. And
he's in everything.
A bunch of other stuff coming up.
I love him.
Oh,
yes.
Same. You messaged him.
I love him.
You did?
You
messaged
him?
Get a reply?
Sorry. Wait.
I have a friend, and I was like, I want to set them up with Jonathan Bailey, so I would message him every day on Instagram. He never responded. But
oh no.
You never know.
Did he respond to your friend? Did he like reach out? No?
Dang. But you never know. Maybe he'll see it way down the road.
You planted the seed.
That's right.
I didn't know he was married, so
yeah.
Oh wow.
Wait, who? Jonathan Bailey's married?
Yeah.
He's married.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
What?
Wait. To Matthew?
Matt Bomer.
Matt, yes. I did see that. I saw that. I saw that a couple days ago. Whoa. I didn't realize they were married.
Are the most beautiful couple I've ever seen in my entire life. Just look at a picture of the two of them and you're just like, drool.
I think they're pretty private though. Like they kept their relationships like under wraps.
Yeah.
So. Aren't they in a movie together coming out soon too?
I don't know.
I've only saw that
Matt Bomer in White Collar when I was younger. White Collar, you'd watch it on USA, the USA channel, and then then him from Bridgerton. I don't know what else he's been in. Chuck.
No idea.
He was in Chuck. Have you seen Chuck? What a good show. Okay, great.
No
one knows.
Is that like a horror movie?
No, Chucky, but no.
Oh, Chucky. Yes.
Show on on NBC. It was like a just dumb show on NBC. He was in that. Just in case anyone wanted to know.
Amazing. All
right. Part 2?
Part 2. Let's get it over with.
Yeah.
What were your original thoughts?
I think at first we were again really excited because they split the season, so you had to wait. So there was
which was rude.
Rude, yeah.
Were all the teasers, so you're getting super excited to see everything. And we got together, and one afternoon we were like, let's watch them all. And it was really funny because I feel like as we were watching them, we got quieter.
Oh,
with every episode, we were getting just more within ourselves. And at the end, we both were like,
yeah. Yeah. Exactly it. Yeah. We were so excited, screaming. The first episode is pretty intense. And we were like, I'm gonna wake up. And just freaking out. And then it was like bad freaking out near the end. We were just like, is this the show?
Yeah.
That's how we
Yeah.
felt.
It just didn't live up to the book for us.
And the hype that they were.
Yeah. The hype was high.
The hype was extremely high.
The results were
not so much.
booty.
Yeah. What did you guys think?
The same. I mean, I literally just finished episode 4 last night because I was struggling.
Dragging your feet, yeah.
I didn't want to finish it because I didn't want Bridgerton to be done. Yeah. But also, like, I knew what was coming because I saw spoilers. Yeah. So I was not ready for
the next season, they're not going to put it out till 2025.
Which is stupid.
Or 2020, no, 2 years. Sorry.
Yeah. That's 2 years.
2026.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a moment of silence.
Maybe they'll do another Queen Charlotte or something in between.
That's sad.
That story was just kind of wrapped up.
Yeah.
How she becomes the queen, the mean queen.
What did you guys think about the Mondrich family? Because they're not in the book, but they are in the show. We'd like to know.
I like them, but I didn't have a problem with them.
Okay. I didn't have a problem with them. I was just like, I don't care.
We just, every time they came on, we were like, no, back to Colin and Penelope.
I just thought, it could have been just more screen time for Colin and Penelope, because I felt like in the second half, they were really not in it very much. It was all a bunch of side stories, it felt like. And it was like, I thought this was their love story here.
Yeah.
That was my biggest qualm with the part 2 was it felt like side story season, not Colin and Penelope.
I would have rather their relationship be just dragged out through the whole 8 episodes rather than them getting together in the 4th. And then I felt like they're barely in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Especially I think the Mondriches, like, they were trying to be a plot device that didn't really work.
Yes, I just didn't care. I liked them better in like the first and second seasons because I thought that was an interesting storyline with him like throwing the fight or whatever. But then now that it just felt like, what are we doing? I don't know. I just don't. It wasn't interesting. Maybe because they were just always just like talking and kind of. It almost felt like they were secluded from the rest of the cast, except when like he would drink with the brothers and John, or I guess when they threw the ball. But it felt like it was a completely separate story.
Mm-hmm. I almost wish they had kept the bar, and that would have been like a meeting spot for the Bridgertons, but not Anthony. Like Anthony can keep whites. But, like, the Mondriches would have been, like, for the other brothers and John and, like...
Agreed.
A setting rather than a storyline.
Yeah. No, I would agree with that, for sure.
Well, dang.
Yeah. I also, in the book, Lady Danbury and Penelope had a really good relationship, and I loved that she was the one who did, like, the contest, and I mean, I do love the Queen. I love Queen Charlotte, so I wasn't sad about that. But I wanted them to have that relationship, and like Lady Danbury was like the first one to see Penelope for like who she was, and I was like, I wanted that. I mean, we still get a lot of Lady Danbury in it, but I wanted them to have a relationship.
And I don't think we got enough of Lady Danbury.
Yeah,
no, there's never enough. I love her. She's perfect. I just love her.
Wow. She's who I want to be when I grow up.
I know. I know. Yeah, I hope. So in Hyacinth, am I allowed to talk about any of the books that are not?
Yes, please.
Yeah, please.
So in Hyacinth's story, a big part of her story is that her and Lady Danbury are like really good friends. They're really close. Like she goes and reads to her at her house, and then and that's how she meets her person basically. Is through that relationship she meets somebody that I won't say. Not that it matters. If you read the back of the book, you'll know. So, but, I hope they like keep that because that's Lady Danbury was in that story like a ton, But I felt like they took her out of this one more than she was in the book. So
I think it was a way to tie the queen into the story.
For sure. Because she's not in the books like at all. Oh, she's not a character, is she?
Yeah.
No.
But in doing so, it took away from Lady Danbury.
Yeah.
So that was kind of sad.
Yeah. And then they like stuffed it in for like that 30 seconds where Lady Danbury's like, I knew.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't try to like give us the friendship that we wanted the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's never enough to start singing.
Is that what you were gonna say, Becca?
Please.
No.
Yeah, I will.
That what episode was it that you guys were singing? I thoroughly enjoyed.
A lot of them. I feel like I sing a lot, but I always cut it out. Not always, but I cut it out a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've sang a couple different times.
We've started
what got
singing.
like kept into the episode.
Yeah. I feel like I sing at least once every episode. I'm just like, I'm getting my paper. Stuff like that.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Eloise, like her role in this season?
Yeah.
So.
No, you do.
Okay. We love Eloise.
Yes.
Like the first, second season, we absolutely love her. I think she's funky, and just like outside of the normal, like fighting for her own path, and we really like that. We had a tough time with her relationship with Penelope this season.
Okay.
Because we were like, just get over it and be her friend again.
Yeah.
And it felt very like just drug out.
It was.
Yeah. And then in the first part, we were so bothered by her and Cressida being friends. We were like, no, that's like the ultimate slap in the face. And
I'm going to be honest. That's honestly like when I was thinking about part 1 and like wanting to watch it, I watched the trailer and that was like, I have to watch it because I need to see why
like,
Eloise and
what
Cressida.
Are they doing together?
Yes.
No, we were really, I think, hopeful that Eloise and Penelope would like try and fix everything together and that they would just mend that friendship earlier on. Because they were like the best of friends. They were.
Yeah.
And that was such a sweet part of the first and the second season was their friendship. So that was a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, that it drug on because I felt like Eloise is such like a rational person.
Yeah.
And like the fact that it felt so out of character for her, one, to be like so mad at Penelope that she didn't speak to her for like basically a year. Well, kind of
10 months.
And then also to befriend Cressida, which I know she said like you're the only one that would like be my friend. Yeah. But it's still like I feel like hated Cressida even more than even Penelope did, who, you know, obviously Cressida was bullying Penelope. But like, what did she say in like season 1 or something? They were asking her to like hang out with her. Cressida and
she was like, I would rather die.
I would rather die. And I was like, it just seems so out of character for her to just like befriend Cressida and just be so mad about that. Even though I don't even know if it was ever explained to Eloise that Penelope wrote that to save her life. Like she would have probably got her head chopped off by the queen or whatever. I don't know, gone to jail. I don't know what they did back then, but like, it felt like she like saved her life almost. And obviously, it was like she painted her in a bad light, but she wasn't ruined and not dead.
That's true. I think the other part for me for Eloise was like in the books, she was not upset that Penelope and Colin got together. Like she was almost happy for them.
Yes.
And the fact that she was so angry about Penelope and Colin having feelings and her trying to get in the middle of it was just like, I felt like that was very out of character for her.
Agreed.
Especially because like in this earlier seasons, her and Colin were not that close.
No.
Yeah, I felt like it came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Agreed. Because she did that with Benedict and she, you know, talked to Madame Delacroix. And so she will like, you know, fight for her brothers, but Colin, you don't even see Colin. He's always in Greece or something. So
Cyprus.
Oh yeah, because one of you went to Cyprus.
Yeah, I did
Very.
last time.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They did make up near the end. But
it was so rushed. It was like
so cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was still like step.
Yeah, they didn't even really become friends again.
No, I didn't like that.
I know in the one scene, is it when they're leaving, they just kind of like look at each other and like smile a little bit at the end.
Yes.
When leaving.
Yes. And it's like, you had 8 episodes.
Yeah.
To resolve this friendship, and it's been a year.
Yeah. I think that's just a relationship in the show that everyone roots for.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a pure friendship.
Yeah. And I feel like it would have been fun to see like Eloise, try to get in on the scheme. Like it felt like that's more of her character. It would have been for her to like support Penelope in it. Like maybe she'd be hurt that Penelope didn't tell her. Like she felt betrayed. Yeah. But then I feel like Eloise would have been the one, 5 a.m. on horseback riding to the publisher, to try to give, but
partner in crime,
which I know that wasn't in the books, obviously, but that was Eloise in the show is different. I feel like from Eloise in the book, she's so much more spunky and like fight the man.
Have you listened to Bridgerton the musical?
No.
Oh.
That's a thing?
We get to introduce them.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so it went through a legal battle, so it's they're a little persona non grata right now, but these 2 girls, Emily Bear and Abigail Barlow, they partnered together and wrote Bridgerton the unofficial musical, and like it's like of season 1. So good. They are so talented. Because
we watch that.
You guys like musicals, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's not like it's just the album. It's not like they didn't do like a show or anything because there was a legal battle. But definitely listen to it. It's like one of my comfort albums right now.
Or what's it on?
It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. Like literally, I think you can find it anywhere. But
okay, that's so fun.
I'll send you a link to it.
Thank you.
For sure.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
But my point in that is there is a song that Eloise sings that's literally called "If I Were a Man," and it goes through her like thought process of like, I would be able to do all of these things if I was a man, but I'm not. Yeah. So I'm gonna this is what I am resigned to do with my life. But in that, she talks about how she wants to like start and like be a partner in crime. Like it's very interesting. So
oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes. Definitely listen to it.
I gotta watch or listen to that. Well, I'm
100%.
That sounds so cool.
Goals.
Yeah. I would have thought too that Eloise would have helped Penelope in the end when the queen comes and she's like, I know one of the Bridgertons is Lady Whistledown.
Did she not?
Not really. No.
Nobody did.
I don't remember.
That's another thing here.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Completely by herself in this.
Completely.
Colin, you're on our list for this.
Mm-hmm.
He did not help her at all.
No.
Like behind the scenes, he was like, "We'll figure it out, whatever." Mm-hmm. But like when we were so disappointed in the scene where Penelope finally, in front of the whole town, is like, "It was me." He should have been up there with her. He was.
Yes.
Look.
He was like, "I'm proud of you."
Yes.
And I think like I was trying to have a like even keeled mind about it, and I think it could have been like them trying to just establish her independence as a woman because she was so awesome. But at the same time, he should have been up there with her.
Just supporting her. Just even standing beside her.
Or at the very
Or behind her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or waiting when she got down off the little stage.
Yes. Didn't even wait.
He was the third person she talked to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like they waited until then to then make up.
Yeah.
The very last second.
And not just waited until then, but he waited until the rest of the town was like, okay, we're going to accept you.
Yes. But if
don't like Colin.
I think in the first part, we tried to have give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, oh, he was acting different, whatever. And then the second half, we're like, screw it. He, not acting like Colin.
Yeah.
I thought he acted more like Colin in the second half, though.
Yes.
Once he got, but not Yeah, not quite the same.
Yeah. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I did have to say, I loved, the highlight of this season was the Featheringtons.
Oh my gosh, yes.
They were funny.
Yeah.
They were
really
funny.
funny.
Yeah.
And I loved that, it's not Prudence. Who's the other one? Is it Philippa? She was like, the bugs!
Oh, yeah. She goes, did she say bugs? And I literally, I mean, we all thought centipedes are going to start calling everyone.
Yeah. All I could see was like beetles and roaches. I was like, please no.
That was really sweet. Yeah.
It was pretty how they did that. Like, that was a beautiful ball.
Yeah. It was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I wasn't sure if it was like genuine or not, but Lady Featherington, the mom, making amends with Penelope.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure. Part of me was like weary about it because it's like, are you really sorry? And are you really, or is it because, you know, Colin, who is a very important person in this society, is it because he like ripped you a new one? Or do you actually care about your daughter? I don't know. Because then she just put her other daughters to the wayside, kind of. And you saw, what was her name? Prudence? Mm-hmm. The grumpier one?
Yeah.
She was like obviously hurt, like she wasn't getting her mom's attention, which she wasn't very nice, but still. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Miss Featherington, I like her, but also I'm like, I never know what her true intentions are.
Mm-hmm.
She's schemy.
She's schemy. Yeah, she is.
Schemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they and Hyacinth, I really like anytime Hyacinth was on the screen, I was like, I love it. I can't get enough.
I liked that too. Now watching after reading her book, I'm like, oh, I can see that Hyacinth in this story. Like her like excitement about life and just like her spunk. Yes, that's the way I was trying to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love all the mother-daughter like relationships, like the growth with like Francesca and Lady Bridgerton and the Featheringtons.
Yeah. I was shocked that Lady Bridgerton was not supportive of her and John, of Francesca and John.
And we really liked John.
I did. I thought they were perfect. I don't understand why Lady Bridgerton didn't like him or them together. They were literally the perfect pairing.
Well, I think the other thing with having, whether it was Michaela or Michael, I think the other thing of her fighting with Lady Bridgerton about, you know, our love is quiet. Like, it's the basis of it is friendship. It's not this like immediate spark, is totally undone by like, oh, well, love, you have to be speechless the first time. Like, versus like what her fight was the entire season.
That's so true. Yeah, it completely just like erases with that.
Yeah.
She did have a spark with Miss Michaela.
Yes.
Yeah. And I feel like that's not fair to John. What I know about their story is that like she's in love with John, right? Like very in love with him, and then
each other.
Yeah.
And it seems like she was just like
did she kind of shy away from the kiss after they kissed at their wedding?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But in the book, it talks about they were in love, but it wasn't like passionate.
Which she doesn't talk about that till she is with Michael, and she's like, "Oh, that's a passionate relationship. This wasn't. It was a love, but it was just different." Yeah. So
interesting.
They could easily put that in the show. Yeah, because they definitely don't have a lot of passion. John and Franny.
But I thought they did a really good job of like showing their friendship and how they grew.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was so sweet.
I love them.
I just wanted Lady Bridgerton to support her. And it was so sad to see like her being like congratulatory to like Penelope and Colin, and then Francesca was just like sad about it. I was sad for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll do it. It'll be probably so good when they do it, honestly. It'll be good, and I'll watch it.
Well,
yeah, I'll be watching it no matter what.
You know, when I'm 60 years old and when that season comes out, then it'll be great.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Speaking of seasons, who do we think is next?
I hope it's Benedict.
I know, me too.
I've seen a lot of people saying it's Benedict, but it would also make sense if it was Francesca.
Or even Eloise.
Yeah, because Eloise is going to Scotland with them.
Yeah.
Which is that where she meets Philip?
I don't know where that
No, but it goes kind of along with the storyline. So
it goes away. I don't remember what it was.
So Eloise, basically, her stories, they take her, like, she runs away, and, like, her whole book is away from all the Bridgertons until, like, the last, eighth of the book.
Yeah. I hope Benedict soon. I loved his story. And he was the third book originally. So I feel like, and also, not that, I mean, Benedict looks great, but he's going to be too old by the time they get to his season. He's going to be like 50 years old.
Can we talk about how Nicola and Claudia are in their upper 30s?
She's 39. Yeah. Nicola's 39.
Yes.
Isn't it 39? It's 37. One of the two. 37 or 39.
I think
crazy.
One of them is 39 and one of them is 37, I'm pretty sure.
Which one's Claudia? Oh, is that Eloise?
Eloise.
I love her.
I love the interviews. I love her interviews so much. She's so funny.
They're so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Claudia Jessie is 34.
Nicola Coughlan is 37.
Okay, 37. That's wild.
She looks so good.
I know.
And her
looks younger than
this season was gorgeous.
Jaw-dropping. Oh my Lord.
She's gorgeous.
Every single time we saw her on the screen, I'd be like, that's the most beautiful woman I have ever seen in my life. She just is like,
I think just too, like, that made us more, like, we wanted more out of her and Colin's story.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
That we just wanted more.
She just she just glowed the whole season.
She was glowing at all times. Like, actually, there was a glow.
Just like the light, and she had like angels singing behind her the whole time.
Oh my gosh. Seriously. Yeah, she's like, oh my God. I know, I wanted more of them in this season. I really did. They could have done it. I did like that they did the how he was like teaching her how to date, basically.
Yeah, that was a cute twist.
Because that wasn't in the book. You didn't like it?
I didn't like that.
No.
I thought it felt too much like Daphne and Simon's.
So you're not, your trope that you don't like is like a fake dating or like a teaching situation.
I guess not.
Wow.
We're learning something new.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan of a teaching moment in a book. Big fan.
Same.
But yeah. Oh, I want more of them for sure. I liked Lady Bridgerton and Lord Anderson. I was getting so excited for her. I know you were right there.
What?
I think I'm with Becca.
I need to hear more from you two.
What?
I just hope you can go.
No, I want to hear your thoughts.
I love the Bridgerton story because it's based in Edmund. I always forget that it's Edmund, but I love that it's Edmund and Lady Bridgerton's story. Like, I think that's the basis of all the Bridgerton books and all the Bridgerton stories, because that's how they all get love matches, if we're being honest. So, like, the fact that, like, I couldn't tell, like, obviously I feel like they were trying to make it a romantic thing, but, like, I almost didn't buy that it was a romantic thing, and I almost didn't want to buy that it was a romantic thing because I love Edmund and Violet's story.
Me too, but also she deserves it.
She wants her garden to get watered or whatever the phrase was.
Remember what she said in Queen Charlotte? She needs her garden watered. Oh my
I
god.
don't think that's the phrase, but
Something like that. It was
something with gardening. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
I
Yeah.
think that's a really good point, Becca.
No, it is. It is.
I didn't believe him. Like, I thought there was something about him that I was like, I don't know your intentions here. Lady Bridgerton is like just up on this pedestal. She's amazing.
Mhm.
And I was like, I don't trust this guy. Just waltzing in here against his sister's wishes, was not being respectful of her when that was her best friend. So I had like a sour taste in my mouth about him.
Yeah.
But what was that reason? How old was that little boy when he ratted out his sister? 10.
I didn't love that.
Yeah.
I felt like there should have been
Poor
something
kid was
different.
only 10 years old and she's held a grudge this whole time. 10.
For like 40
Give the boy
years.
some slack here. I thought he did something. I mean, yes, her life was it sucked so bad. I realize. But he's 10. He's 10. The poor boy is 10.
And at least her husband died at a reasonably young age, like when she was young.
Yeah.
Ish.
Oh, that was
Like,
horrible to watch.
Now, yeah, I'm not
So
gonna
bad.
agree with you on that one, Gary.
Wait, what did you say?
She said at least he died when she was pretty young. Yeah, I mean,
he could have
still
lived
needs
for
to
like
get
another
us,
10,
so-
20 years and made her life even worse.
ugh.
That was a
tough.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I understand her resenting him, but she was like, I can't have you being with my friend because at 10, you ratted me out. That felt like a little extreme.
Mm-hmm.
I would
I
understand.
wanted something juicier.
Especially since like Lady Danbury is all about like she made herself terrifying. She made herself the most terrifying thing that walked into any room so she wasn't
Wow.
intimidated.
You know the lines from this show.
She does.
Lady Danbury is
I love Lady Danbury.
I love her so much. I also rewatched season 1 and season 2 before part 1 of season 3. So it's really fresh.
Mm.
Yeah.
So good.
But yeah, so like for that to be like her gripe was kind of like that doesn't fit with her character. I feel like there was a lot of character dissension in this season.
Yeah, I wish that there would have been a better reason. Like, I was expecting him to have just done something horrible. Because Lady Danbury's never wrong.
No. Never.
But, yeah, I was like, that's not a good enough reason. There was a new showrunner, you said.
Yes. Did you guys notice in the second half, we meant to go back to the first to see if we noticed it in the first half, but did you notice like a change in like more of like a green screen type feel in the new season? It looked fake.
The aerial shots and then the exterior shots of buildings.
Mm-hmm.
So while we were watching it, we were like, what is that? Like, even the Bridgerton house, the way they shot it looked a lot differently.
Yeah.
And I looked it up. They had a new showrunner this season.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't love it.
It was Chris Vander something, wasn't it? Originally?
No idea.
Okay, well,
It was a dude.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
So
Okay.
he did season 1 and season 2, and he was like, it's time for me to step back. And then his second in command took over.
She did
And
not win enough.
it just Jessica
lost a little bit of the aesthetic.
It
that
did.
had.
Yeah.
There were some weird shots, like, I don't know, like when Penelope was getting in the little thing in her floorboards, just like really up in her face, just like, what's happening? What is this shot? I'm trying to think of one with Hyacinth was like coming to hug somebody, and she literally went up to the camera and like was hugging the camera. It was like,
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Stuff was
Me
jarring.
neither.
And every time we saw an aerial shot of London, we were like, boo! It looks like I made it on my computer.
On GarageBand.
On GarageBand. We did have fun watching it because we were just crapping on it.
And it's fun. It's a good show to like watch with the girls and like talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
They gave us a lot to talk about, so we're glad about that.
They
lot.
didn't they?
I was so glad that like TikTok felt so similar.
Yeah.
I need to go on. I haven't even looked. I gotta see the tea. I gotta see what everyone's saying.
Yeah,
There's a lot of mixed reviews, but like I feel like a majority, unless I'm just really on the hate train.
Yeah.
For you page.
Yeah, you could probably find anything on there, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I think because it was like so Francesca's is our favorite, and then this is our second favorite, and so I think our hopes were very high, and then there were just so many, like all the press tour, they really did it up, and they were playing up that romance, and then he has a girlfriend.
Yeah, right after the premiere, he premieres his girlfriend,
and we said,
"Rude."
No. You guys need
like the same day.
That it's not real. Be together.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
the PR team was struggling.
Yeah.
There's no coming back from that one.
No. Man. It was a little sad. At the end, you go, "This is like my favorite show."
I did, yeah. I was sad because I was like, and maybe like in some ways, we always have these crazy high expectations.
Definitely, definitely on us a little bit, for sure.
I'd say, like, with a lot of things in life, we put these high expectations and then we're disappointed. And that's on us.
Yeah, and we were in our Bridgerton era.
Oh, yeah.
We had been just reading these books.
Yeah. And I think they set those expectations. Like you
they
said, like
too.
their press tour, like their press tour was just so hyped.
Yeah.
And like the actors and actresses were so excited. Like even all the videos.
There's
Go ahead,
deleted
Carrie.
scenes.
There's some deleted scenes.
And all of them, all of them are pollen.
Why did we cut them out of their own season?
We did not need as many scenes of the throuple.
No! Also, pick a handsome man.
We were like different scenes for the same interaction between them.
Also, the man was not attractive enough to be in that.
No.
Yeah, we didn't even get like a honeymoon with Colin and Penelope.
No.
Nope.
They didn't get to make up. Like,
they needed to make up.
We needed to see them.
Like the book.
Yes.
The mirror scene was in all the wrong places.
Oh my gosh.
We need to turn on my fan. I'm getting a little. Take out Paul, or whatever his name was.
Who's Paul?
The guy.
The guy.
I said, I'd rather have Anthony in there. I don't see that. God.
With Benedict?
But a little bit. More appealing to the eyes.
Like, from the moment he came on the screen, we were like, no, we know what's gonna happen.
Was there anything else about Bridgerton y'all wanted to talk about? Any other notes?
I think we covered all of my notes.
Did you guys have it?
Yeah, did you have it?
Like we said, we had no notes for today.
Okay.
Yeah, we were flying by the seat of our pants today.
I mean, what would Bookish and Bubbly do?
Yes.
Just ramble and barely talk about the book. Typically, we're like, oh,
I love that though, like so much.
Really?
Can I just tell you when you guys did what?
The prank?
Yes, the prank.
With Megan and I. Oh my gosh. So we had texted the week before when we were reading the book. Megan, our other friend who we had met in school, she texted me and she was like, Hope, what if we like convince Brooke that like the story's completely different? She's like, she'll literally combust.
And I did.
It would be so funny. So she was putting the kids to sleep. We had our whole plan of what we were gonna say. Like, it was pretty good.
Araminta,
but like,
was a good mom. Oh, be mad thinking about it.
We really needed to be recording because she was having this infernal battle of like, stop, don't keep talking, don't get upset.
There's like covert pictures Megan was taking of me when I was actually losing my mind.
She was pasty. She took a bathroom break.
I did. I said, I'm taking a break. I can't. They got me so good. I felt crazy. You were gaslighting me.
No, they had me gaslit for a little bit too.
We had like 10 minutes to get our plan in place. But Megan is witty. And she's like, this is what we're doing.
You guys convinced me. Oh, I still think about that all the time and I get so mad.
Oh, did you?
Oh, wait, what?
Did you guys figure out? So, did you read? You read
the third book. You both read at least the third book. Yeah.
So you know the stepmother.
Benedict.
I'm so sorry. You know the stepmother's name is Araminta.
That's Cressida's mom's name.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, what?
I looked it up.
Yeah.
I just looked it up because I was like,
so
I thought it was going to be the blonde chick. I thought the blonde lady that he is having an affair with this season. I thought her name was Araminta. I thought maybe, but she's nice. I like her. So it wasn't her.
So there's like theories that Cressida's redemption arc is going to be like she's going to be the Sophie, and that's going to be her redemption arc.
Wait.
Yeah, I saw that earlier today.
Sophie?
That she would be Sophie? No. Gag. No.
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
If they are together, I will riot. I thought what was going to happen is that Cressida's dad will bite it, and then they get together. She gets together with another family, and then that family has a Sophie in it. And then I thought Cressida was going to be the mean stepsister.
Oh, I like that.
One was mean.
That's a much better idea.
Let's do that. Do not let Cressida.
Netflix.
I will. I'll write them a letter. I'm going to cut out letters out of a magazine and send it in.
You should.
Like a serial killer?
Yes. If you do this, I will find out where you live and sneak into your house.
Bookish and Bubbly, true crime podcast.
Yes.
Just make sure you wear gloves. It's fine.
Exactly. All the time. Okay. They can never trace it back to me. Yeah. Do not. Oh my gosh. I
hope not.
That. I hate that.
Yeah.
If
I
that
saw
happens,
it this morning.
Unless
I'll be done.
Unless she gets like a lobotomy and her personality is changed, maybe then. Maybe we could do it then.
Probably not, though.
So the theory is based on when Cressida's leaving, she's in the carriage, her hair, she has like a cage in it, or like locks in it. So like it's like shackles. And Benedict's, the last scene that he's in, he's wearing a key on the side, like on his side.
No.
So people are like, yeah.
This is the worst news.
Okay, this.
Oh my, don't do that, guys.
Yeah, I hope they don't. I don't want them to, but that was the theory.
Gross. Gag.
Yeah.
That's worse than anything else this whole season.
I'm just nervous about all the things I'm going to do.
What? I would like to know how Julia Quinn feels about this. Like, if she's happy,
I think she's
how they're
thrilled. She's got like $1 billion.
She is thrilled.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it would also be hard to see them making changes. Like
Big
any
changes.
of the small or the big changes. I think it would be hard.
She promotes Bridgerton a lot on her Instagram,
Does
so
she?
I think she's A-okay.
Okay.
I mean, she's making more than all of us combined, so.
Yeah.
Julia, blink twice.
If we're on here, you have to let us back on.
We'll let you know.
Oh, yeah.
And have us in, like, if there's a waiting room in here, and then you press, and we're safe. We're right there. What are you doing with the show? Let's do that. That's a great plan.
If we get Julia Quinn on, I think we're going to need your support.
Yes.
I think we both would be dead. I would die.
I'm I'm not going to sleep tonight thinking about Cressida and Benedict being together.
Oh no.
It's me, though.
If I see her in a mask, we know what's going on.
Oh, didn't
I'll
you?
send. I should have saved all of these. I don't know what I
You
was
should
thinking.
have.
I think I liked
sent
them.
my way.
I'll go back and find the TikToks and I'll send them to you guys.
You said Benedict is with Philippa, right? In real life?
Yeah, they're so cute.
That's so fun and cute.
And Philippa is the daughter of
Prudence.
Prudence is the daughter of Professor Umbridge and Mr. What's his face from Downton Abbey. Did you guys watch that?
I didn't watch Downton Abbey, but I know who Umbridge is, and we don't like her, right? She's really mean. And Harry Potter?
Yeah, but she's also the queen in
The Crown.
The Crown.
Oh, she was the worst in Harry Potter, though. So
The worst. Becca, when you watch that, you will understand.
Becca, have you never watched Harry Potter?
I've never watched Harry Potter. I'm working through Harry Potter right now, but I got to book 3. I went on a cruise and I read 4 books on my week-long cruise, and 2.5 of them were Harry Potter because they're just like so quick to get through. I finished the 3rd one, and that was in February, Carrie.
Slacker.
And I have not picked up the next one because I just like am struggling to pick up the next one.
Yeah. I've never.
Goblet of Fire is a big boy.
Is that
What
the 4th
number is
one?
that?
Yes. I was looking at my books. They're up there. Obviously.
Okay, so I see, what is that? Tower, Throne of Glass.
Yes. Stand and Breed. I'm doing it right now.
Okay, that's on my TBR list.
We just need more time.
I know.
We do
not work, so we can read.
Yeah,
yes.
I agree.
Yeah, no kids.
That's my issue.
You have kids. So.
Yeah.
I have Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows up there. But I
Have you
haven't
read them?
I haven't read them yet.
Mm.
Waiting for me.
Lucky for you, we know someone who did a podcast on them.
I know. I know. I just was like, don't look at those, but I have to get through the Throne of Glass. Hope is going to beat me. She just started it, and she's definitely going to beat me. Air of Fire.
Yeah.
And
Is that 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you start this? When did
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I'm so slow. I started Throne of Glass in November.
I also don't have kids, so.
You have a job.
That helps.
I do have a job. That probably even though.
It's different though.
Yeah. When I'm off, I'm off.
Speaking of your podcast, do you guys want to give why you started your podcast?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we both we've always. Okay, so you were reading before a lot. I got back into reading because of the Bridgerton books. I saw them at Costco, and I was like, I love the show. I'm going to read them.
Yes.
And I read them so quickly.
Like
and
in
then,
a week.
Yeah.
All 8 books in a week.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing.
The universe.
Things just escalated very quickly, and then I was reading everything, and then we were texting one day, and she said something about reading a book, and I was like, we should read a book together. So we read The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, and we texted each other all of our thoughts, and we think we're really funny. So, talking about the books, and we were like, we should start a podcast.
You said it. I was in the bath. She wasn't with me. And we were sending voice messages, and you're like, wait, should we start a big podcast? I almost drowned. I was like, this is the best day of my life. I want to do a podcast for the longest time. No one wants to talk to me.
I do.
I talk so much. I steamroll. It takes a special person to be steamrolled constantly by me.
Sure, yeah. So
Aww.
we just figured it out, and we just had so much fun that it just kept going and going.
And it's so fun, and it's just an excuse to hang out and read.
Yeah, because we didn't, we went to school together through high school, but then after
Middle
that,
school.
and as we've gotten older, we didn't hang out quite as much.
Yeah.
So this is like really given us more like to do together, and now we talk
all
24/7.
Yeah,
all the things.
it's so fun.
So yeah, it's just been good.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I don't even remember.
You don't remember?
I it blanked.
Okay, so Carrie and I have talked. Carrie and I have known each other not as long as you. We've known each other since
2019. Yeah, about
5-6 years, somewhere
coming up on 5 years.
And so like we met and we just like hit it off right away. I think the first, like our second conversation was like, hey, I need to get birth control. Are you on birth control? And do you like like just very like immediate.
Yeah.
And we just like hit it off. And then like we have joked since I left our old job first. And since then, like we like still were friends and talked all the time, but we had started joking about like starting a podcast, and we had like 5 different ideas before our book podcast.
Yeah.
And yeah, one of them was going to be about musicals, and we like got pretty far like down the musical road, and then we both decided pretty much on the same day that like we can't do musicals because we don't live close enough to New York City. Like it's just not, and like I live in a really small town, so like there's not like tours coming through or anything. Like we get 2 shows a year basically. And
content.
Yeah, and they're like really expensive to go to. So it was just like we both literally like I think we texted each other at the same time. I don't know if we can do this.
I think you sent a voice message and I just didn't listen to it yet.
Yep. And then we were messaging about, it had to have been Iron Flame.
Fourth Wing or Iron Flame. One of those.
It had to have been. And I was like, there was like a trend going on about like, how hard could it be? Boys do it. And then like they think about it and it's like, well, how hard could it be? Boys do it. Like I can do it because boys do it. And I said it totally as a joke. I was like, what if we start a book podcast? Totally joking. And I was like,
wait,
what if we start a book podcast? And then we started. And
there we go.
Yeah. So
it's so cool. I love it. That's great. And I love that you guys just wanted to do it just in general. Just to do one together. That's fun. I love it. Friendship.
Friendship.
I love it.
Yeah. So
very
good
cool.
times, good times. Do you want to do our questions for all our guests?
Let's do it.
All right. What's your favorite tome?
Okay. And you said I could do top 3 though.
Yes.
Top
three.
3.
Okay. Oh, but now that's still okay. A Court of Mist and Fury.
Oh,
I'm reading that right now.
First time.
For the first time.
Wait, where
we need to exchange numbers. Make sure we like.
We'll get a group message going.
Yeah.
Wait, what part are you at? Wait.
I just met the bone
Carver.
I almost said cruncher after yesterday. The bone carver.
I'm very happy for you. I'm not saying anything else.
Akamath is one of my favorites. Like, I think it's probably in my top 3 too.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't want to say too much for Carrie's sake, but
thank you.
Well,
I already have trouble avoiding spoilers on social media.
Oh, I don't know how that's possible. Stuff got spoiled for me. Yeah, but I don't. Nothing.
I told her after Akamath, because even Akawar doesn't have too much that can be spoiled. I said after Akamath, you can start looking at.
That's true. That's so true. Yeah. Wow. I want to reread those so bad. Man. Okay.
They're good.
I'm looking at all these, and I'm concerned that I don't know what my favorites are. The Invisible Life of Abby LaRue. Absolutely love that one.
Really?
Yes. So I listened to it. I think that's part of it. I think if I would have started out reading, I would have been like, I think I would have gotten, I don't know if bored is the right word, but maybe. But Julia Whalen narrates the audiobook, and she is my favorite audiobook narrator. She's amazing. She does all of Emily Henry's books. She's such a good narrator. I cannot say it enough. But she does that book, and I just loved it so much. It was just a really beautiful story. Okay. Oh. Okay. Happy Place, Every Summer After, and Love and Other Words also. Oh, you're keep writing me. I was like, bye.
It's because you said it really fast doesn't make it one book.
That's exactly the rule. I say, please. I say all words. Goodbye.
No.
Okay, if I had to pick, but Love and Other Words and Every Summer After are very similar. Love and Other Words, because that was the first one. Okay, so I'll say those three.
Okay, sorry. Your top three are, what are they?
Oh, no, Becca! Okay,
She said Akamath,
The Secret Life, or Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I was going to say The Secret Life of Zach and Cody. And,
equally great.
I think Secret Life of an American Teenager. That's what I was thinking. Love and Other Words.
Okay.
Love and Other Words.
Court of Mist and Fury, Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, Love and Other Words. Final answer.
I love that.
Oh no.
Okay, Hope, what are yours?
I would say A Court of Mist and Fury.
Okay.
Happy Place is on my top three too.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I really like that.
Okay.
Who is that by?
I have like a top 6, but some of them were on her list too. So yeah.
Oh,
amazing. So, Carrie, you have to finish Akamath, is what I'm hearing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
mean,
we
I'm
have
working
to read
on
Happy
it.
Place. I haven't read Happy Place yet.
I know. I wrote all these down so we can put them to our TBRs.
There
Yes.
you go. You gotta do
So
it.
good.
Yeah. I'm just looking at all these. I have a favorites board on, or whatever. What are these called?
Shelf.
Shelf. Thank you. On Goodreads, and I just love all of them. They're just so cute. I love it. It's a big deal when it makes it on there. Yeah.
Dang.
Love it.
You want to do favorite trope now?
Yes. I would love to. Okay. I'm going to say, I think friends to lovers, but specifically childhood friends to lovers.
Mm.
And especially the childhood ones, because they're just, I feel like it just makes it like an even like sweeter love and stuff. I love it
Yeah.
so much. Yes.
I'd
It's
say
a good one.
Proximity.
Oh,
I like
Oh.
that is a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is. Oh,
Force proximity is good.
yeah, it's great.
because you just
Ugh.
you know what's gonna happen.
Yep.
Given already.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Such good ones.
Yes.
Such good tropes.
So where can our listeners find you?
Bookish and Bubbly Pod on Instagram, and then the Bookish and Bubbly Podcast on. It's only on Spotify and Apple. I gotta put it on all the other ones, but you know,
Those are the main.
yeah, that's where they can find it.
Amazing.
Yes.
Well, thanks so much for being on our podcast. This was so fun.
Thank you.
This was
This was
so fun.
Thank you.